Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome back to the St. Patrick's Day event and the rival challenges. We do unfortunately have some changes to them compared to beta. Now, mostly my guide from yesterday will still work, but there are some differences in terms of the strategy that is important with these new changes. So what are the changes? Well, questline A and D, those that were about the minigame itself, they stay the same. But questline B and C, the guild expedition questlines, all of those tasks now have an additional task requirements. So all of the tasks or quests that required you to do guild expedition stuff now also requires you to complete a certain number of tasks in the minigame. So here, for example, complete 2 encounters by negotiating. That's still the same, but now you also need to complete one task. Same here. Complete 2 encounters by fighting, still the same, but you also need to complete 2 tasks. Now I have updated my spreadsheet. If I zoom in a little bit. So in total, for these, you need 40 tasks each. Now you can do them at the same time. And you can do them at the same time as you collect tasks for questline A here, which means in total for the rivals you do need 40 tasks now instead of 20 as you did before. So what is the new strategy? Well, the new strategy is to first rush guild expedition level 4. So all 64 encounters, either fight or negotiate, that's up to you, it doesn't matter. Only after you do that should you start working on questline A and D by playing a town and unlocking all the managers, all of that, which I showed in my guide from yesterday. The way you play that town is exactly the same, with the exception of you also need to collect all of these tasks immediately after they are ready. So by completing guild expedition level 4, all of the guild expedition parts will autocomplete. So this negotiate 2 will autocomplete, this fight 2 will autocomplete, doesn't matter how you completed guild expedition level 4. And what that means is that as you play through the town to complete questline A and D, you should also pick up all of these tasks immediately when possible. So again, just to be very clear here, when you start playing after you have collected the first task, you will be able to collect this B quest, the first one. You should do so and start on the next one. And then the next task you complete, you will have completed this quest, collect then and start on this one. Then 2 tasks later in the mini game, you will be able to collect both of these and so on. So at the same time as you complete questline A and D, also complete questline B and C. Now this does mean that for these final 3 tasks here, where you do need to win battles, you can't do those in the guild expedition levels. So this means you need to find other sources, for example, guild battlegrounds, PvP arena, GVG, neighbors, these 3 tasks here, and so on. So you do need other sources for those. Now, after you have completed the town as I showed yesterday, you will still be missing some tasks. So that does mean that you need to start another town. Now, depending on if you complete these final tasks here, this will either take, so if you do complete all of these 3, it will take 15-20 minutes to complete the first town, and then probably an hour or 2 for the next town to pick up the final tasks. And this town you play like any regular town. Now, if you don't go for these final quests here, it will take another 10 or so hours to complete this first town, which means that in total you need around 11 or 12 hours to collect all of those 40 tasks. So depending on how many of these you do, the time you have to complete guild expedition level 4 will be different. But I think regardless, you should be able to spend the first day solely focusing on guild expedition level 4, complete as much as you can, the next morning as well. Complete as much as you can, and then during the day on the second day, you can complete these 2 towns that you now need to collect all of these tasks. So you will need some battles, that's for sure, but you don't need to buy all of them. You can generate at least a day's worth of free turns to play through Guild Expedition. So that's the changes when it comes to strategies. There are also some other changes when it comes to rewards. Nothing major, but there are some slight ones. So first of all, here you did get 1 Swift Sham savings, both of the first quests here for questline B and C. Those have been removed. That said, if your plan is to go for the 6, 8, or 9 town strategy that I mentioned in my strategy guide, you can't really use much more than the 8 you get from both of these 2 rival challenges, this one and the one next week. The other big change is the milestones. Previously, the 3 last rewards here were shifted 1 slot to the left, so you got a Celtic Glasswork, Epic Kit, and then another Celtic Glassworks. And then on the end here, you got the Archdruid Platinum upgrade. Now the Archdruid Platinum has been removed. The other rewards have been shifted, 1 to the right, and in the place here we have the Druid Hut Selection Kit. Now, in practice, this means that in order to get all the Celtic Glassworks, now you definitely do need to complete all tasks. Previously, you got the final milestone Celtic Glasswork here, so we only needed 24. Now you do need all 32. And of course, additionally, like last time, the final questline D quest here does still give the Celtic Glassworks. Alright, so those are the changes. It should still be easy enough to complete, but a bit more difficult than it was before, and will take a little bit more time. Alright, I think that is more or less what I wanted to say. Hopefully this cleared all your questions. You probably already noticed that they were different. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, before I end, let me thank my Patreons. I would like to thank Homestar, Kim Kelly, Rolf8, Dan Sumnad, Dark Matter, Mylia, 0K, THX, Basilitz, Hugo Von Count, Drew the Generous, Susan Weiss, Rocco, Spike from No Remorse, Atomic, Flavus the Avenger, Arkler, Whiskmaster, Mar and Sir, Hoss, Tussiot, Henrik Dark Klaber, Adaril, Mike, Obsidy Obsessed, Ruth, Karen, Dennis, Flavus Beltarius, Potter, Me77, Mike Show, Michael, Early Morning, and Kamara the Hawk. Thanks a lot for your support, thanks for watching, take care, and I will see you in the future. Bye bye.